All right, guys. Sorry about the double intro. My scenes have changed numbers, so this might get a little tricky tonight. And it looks like the stream is running slow. Later in the show, I'm going to show you guys. I told you I was going to I was going to explode my tire on the rim, and I did it. So I'll show you that little clip later. We're going to jump right into this news here. Let's get over here to the state of the nation. Google censorship is destroying the truth movement. So they must be completely taken over and operated by as a public utility. And if you go in and try to search for chemtrails or geoengineering, all you get is the mainstream. You won't find any of our videos there. Maybe on page 50,000 or something. But yeah, they're trying to wipe away the truth. And we'll get into the truth here in just a minute here. Check out what's going on down here in Australia. Carrots destined for the landfill will be used to produce a new Wxr. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think that means cow in Japanese. So they're going to be using these tons of carrots destined for a landfill to make animal feed, and is hoping to produce a new type of land with the same marbling as cow meat. So it's only a matter of time before they start trying to sell this stuff to you as food. Man, it's just getting worse by the day. All right, over in, I think this was in California here. Here, we'll just play it. Hopefully they don't hit me.
Back here live. For now, we don't know when crews will come out to
Okay, I thought I was on the wrong clip.
Stop this tar from seeping, but I can tell you the puddle just keeps getting bigger and bigger. For now, we are live in Miracle Mile. I'm Brittany Hopper. Back to you guys.
So you have natural gas is leaking up through the sidewalks over here. That doesn't sound healthy. Maybe that's what all that fog and smog along with the chemtrails is over there on the West Coast. We got some more propaganda news. Football-sized asteroid could hit Earth this year. I don't even like going over these articles here. This is stupid. So a 1 in 7,000 chance of hitting Earth later this year. What's the date here? What date are they predicting? 164-foot diameter. Could potentially hit the planet on September 9th, 2019. Wonder what kind of numbers that means. So this space rock was discovered on the 29th of 2006. What do they call this thing? Yeah, screw it all. This ain't even worth digging into. All right, the Missouri River is now closed to all vessel traffic from St. Louis all the way to Sioux City, Iowa. Now they got a bunch of like wastewater going into this thing. So it's just getting more toxic by the day. The Missouri River is closed to all commercial and recreational vessels so that nobody can get on the river right now. The U.S. Coast Guard says it's due to existing hazards such as drift and high water. Boats may cause damage or overtopping of levees. The closure will remain in effect until water levels decrease to a safe condition. They're talking about this thing not going down till November. But see, the Coast Guard has said it's because of the driftwood, but we got another article that's going to tell you why they really got it closed down. Is because it's toxic. This water is toxic. And then Arkansas is also bracing for historical flooding. Oh, wow, what's the deal here? It's like the article is like gone. Man, that's the second time tonight. Like I went to look at another article and it was on the climate change, and it was actually an article on it cooling. and now it no longer exists. Wow, this thing ain't working. All right, well, let's move on. Hope everybody's doing good out there on a Saturday night. Water release from Bagnell Dam at Lake of the Ozarks planned for early next week. You know, they keep saying this. They keep putting it off. There's nowhere for the water to go. You know, they said they released a little bit of water here on Truman Lake, which drains into this lake. This drains into the Osage River, which drains into the Missouri River. Nowhere for it to go. So you can plan on whoever's downstream, you're going to be getting flooded next week again, because there's nowhere for it to go. All right, let's check this out. 1977 Environmental Modification Convention. They had a multilateral agreement with 48 signatures prohibiting the hostile use of environmental modification techniques. Any technique for changing through the deliberate manipulation of natural processes, the dynamics, composition, or structure of the earth, including its lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, or outer space, with widespread and long-lasting effects. So if weather modification didn't exist, why would they have had a convention on it? Anyway, this is a really good article. I'll put this thing in the link. Here, I'll post this in the chat right now. If you guys want to read into that. And then all you got to do is come over here to Climate Viewer or the weathermodificationhistory.com. You can see all the events. We can get up in here into 1977, but you can go back in time and just see what kind of experiments were already had been done, what kind of modifications have already been done. You know, come 1977, they were full, you know, well over 130 some odd years into it. Let me just see if I see any good ones here that pop out. Here was just click one. Yeah, California's getting blasted right now. We'll be taking a look at that here in a minute. So this comes from NOAA, the U.S. Department of Commerce. Let me click this so I can read the damn thing. Or did it click to a different article? Wow, this is loading slow. So this is a picture of the atmospheric physics and chemistry laboratory. They were already flying up in the sky. Let me just get one that I can read a little bit easier here. Man, this thing is running really, really slow. Anyway, here, I'll post this link into the chat and check it out sometime when you got time, man. You can go through the whole timeline. The weather modification started in the late 1800s. And this is just tons of articles. All right, here's one right here that just popped out that I could read. Check this out. These are all the articles from back in the day when journalists were actually journalists and reported some of the truth. Unlike today where they hide all the truth. So this comes out of the Chicago Tribune on October 8th, 1970. NASA rocket produces another barium cloud. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration today produced the second barium cloud of the week in a rocket launching from the Wallops Islands, Virginia, in a test scene for several hundred miles. But yeah, man, they've been modifying our weather forever. Look, here was a weather modification conference held at Virginia Beach. The 12th annual Weather Modification Conference was held at Virginia Beach October 27th through 30th. More than 70 individuals from 11 federal agencies participated in the conference to exchange information on progress and plans in weather modification. So they're all liars. Anybody that says they're not manipulating the weather, they just haven't done any research. They haven't looked at anything. All right. I know my voice shot. I worked my butt off out there today. So here we go. There's a 5G joint investigation. Team's new due targeting affidavit study foreshadows how human populations may be impacted by 5G EMF targeting, constituting crimes against humanity. So this come out, released on June 5th, 2019. So this was submitted by the victims of a due EMF directed energy weapons targeting. So I'll have the link for this in the description if you don't read through that. I can't read all through that. Never make it through the night. Oh no, I just closed a one I really wanted to go over. All right, well here's another one. More news coming out of Australia. The city of Perth rolls out a new facial recognition CCTV cameras. But is it surveillance by stealth? These people probably don't even know that they're being tracked down. You know, we see this going on in China. They're trying to put it off, you know, a lot of the states. This is just more control. Who's watching the cameras that are watching your faces? You know, it's going to get where they can set you up for something even though you didn't do it, and then just paste your face on here. Man, this is no good right here. A little bit more news coming out. Influenza cases, just the tip of the iceberg, worse than reported figures. You know, whenever you get this, man, this is probably all BS right here. And when you read down through here, I was talking about the lady that had the, you know, they're going to try to scare you. And here's how they do it, though. They say the deputy director for reference and research on influenza in Melbourne described the state's reporting process as piecemeal analysis and said the real figures are much worse. The 1,300 cases could easily multiply by 10. No one really knows. So they want to make it, you know, he's just guessing. Hey, yeah, it's probably 10 times worse. Take my word for it. Come get the shot. The world's biggest dementia study hopes to enlist 10,000 Tasmanians. That's like a lot of the population down in Tasmania. So they're wanting to, the island is studying linking aging and the dementia. So they're seeking to recruit 10,000 Tasmanians, or 2% of the population. What? It's being run by the Hobart-based Wicking Dementia Research Center. The island state has about 12,000 people with dementia. The prediction by mid-century that number will be 30,000. You know, we know the bees have dementia. This is coming from the aluminum poisoning. That's why so many people have it. Stop the flights, then a lot of people won't be getting as sick. Speaking of that, Chris Spencer sent this to me over on Facebook here. Looks like he was documenting some crazy flight patterns. And we know what all these are, but just check them out. These are not training flights. These are not, you know, practice runs or crop dusting. These are aerosol flights. So he's got a few track there. Even got some on the ground pictures. All right, let's check out the West Coast here, man. Mega spraying operation going on. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. We'll get this thing to load up. So, same target as yesterday, and then from here on up, boy, you just got mega spraying going on everywhere. And we'll check some other places. Let's go ahead and check the worldview real quick. Let me get back over here. We picked it up on the worldview also. Like when you're expanded out this far, you know, you can tell some of the normal clouds, and then you get these gray looking, just nasty looking clouds. And once you zoom in, you can see that they're being made. These are not normal in any way. You can click the different layers and see when the spraying operation started. Let me zoom in on here real good. So these are targeted aerosol dispersals. Same place they're steering the atmospheric river, right here at the border of California and Oregon. It's been going on since the Paradise Fires. You know, the atmospheric river should be hooking up to the Aleutian Island chain, but they're going to pull it down right where these aerosols are being deployed. That's where they're going. And I'm sure we got more spraying going on. Looks like we got some big liners over here if we can get this to clear up. So you have a giant aerosol all the way from Wisconsin all the way over into New York, past Connecticut, all the way out into the Atlantic Ocean. That's one heck of a flight path. See if we can get the layer to load a little better. Yeah, it's probably about as good as I'm going to get it tonight. So a huge aerosol out ahead of this system. Yeah, I know a lot of people got sprayed today. It was moving pretty fast, the clouds were. You know, it was pretty blue here in Missouri for a while, but I know they're getting ready to hit us with some more rain, so the aerosols are going to be picking up tomorrow. You know, we had some of the puffy white clouds today, but they won't be there for long. It's kind of, and we definitely need to watch what's going on down here in the Gulf of Mexico. No telling what they want to conjure up. And we also need to be watching here off the coast of the Saharas here, see what they're going to be planning on doing. Looks like France is getting bombarded. So you got aerosols coming in off the coast of Portugal. Super thick aerosols going all through Portugal, all the way up in the Bay of Biscay, and then right on into France. We got a mega spraying operation out here. This is huge. Yeah, my voice is pretty shot today, so we'll go as far as we can. Might take some calls. Oh, we got to go check over here what's going on down here. Anything. Oh man, internet really, the stream's running fine, but the internet is just not well, we got a little dust storm going on right here. Try to get this to load up good. Yeah, it's the aerosols, man. It's, you know, they drained us with all the lithium and everything they were seeding the sky with here over the last week. I felt quite a bit better today. Had a lot more energy today. Been detoxing the whole time. But yeah, man, they really try to drain us down. And then you got to deal with all the after effects. Yes, we got a pretty major dust storm going on out here. Iran still 60% underwater from the weather generation that's going on out there. Since I'm not real loaded here, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. We got aerosols being deployed over Tasmania now. That's why they got dementia so bad on a little island. They never tell you what it's from. They make stuff up. You know, if we have bees getting Alzheimer's, you know it's from the aerosols. I mean, it's from all the aluminum particulates and the bariums and the strontiums and the lithiums. So yeah, they're getting hammered right now with trails. Big time trails down in Tasmania. They had ship tracks out here off the coast about a week ago. And New Zealand, it's pretty covered up. Alright, let's get a bigger picture of this. Let's go ahead and look at the full size area, see what other kind of spraying operations were going on. Get some other things loaded here. Welcome everybody in out there. Thanks for bearing with me there in the beginning, man. I couldn't get nothing. Trying to upload a video to the broadcast and it was just taking forever. All right, we'll try to get that loading. See if we can get this to load. Oh, look at the spraying operation again down in the Bajas. No ship tracks, but they're still spraying the Bajas. Spraying up here in Canada. Looks like Omaha's getting aerosols. Minnesota. Illinois. East part of Missouri. Right through Utah. Montana, Wyoming. I can't really tell in Florida yet till this thing gets loaded all the way. Few aerosols in the Gulf of Mexico. They're hitting this one area. Oh, right where the storm is popping off. Right below it. This is the big aerosol right here, though. That's all fake clouds. And then you got a second one down here. Same thing we seen yesterday. They spray the aerosols here in the Bajas. As soon as it hits the mountains, it fires off the storms. Just watch that. As soon as the aerosols get up here, it hits the mountains, and all these storms start popping off. So big time spraying operation down there in Mexico. Yeah, good question there, Joe Shields. Haven't seen my one half of my lungs for a long time. All right, let's go check the mimic. Whoa, that's bright. And we'll see what they're doing to the atmospheric river. So we got to watch in Australia. We know the company down there. We got to watch over in the Middle East. We got to watch what's going on, you know, when they pull it up here to go into the deserts of China. And we now have to watch him pull it down from where it should be going. Look at the manipulation already going on there. Look at the water vapor signature all the way up into Canada. Right where the cloud cover is, they just ate a hole into the water vapor. You know, this thing isn't flowing like it should. This whole thing is just freaked out looking. It's all you know, when you're manipulated on this side, it's affecting over here. Everything is unbalanced right now. The flow is not flowing like it should flow. It should be rolling to the west, and it's not. Right there at the equator, it's not even rolling, man. It's all freaked out. Let's go ahead and see what we're in for the next couple days. Tomorrow will be the 16-day forecast, and we'll jump into that tomorrow. So let's just see what we got here for the next day or so. So Florida's getting hammered. So all the aerosols we seen yesterday is now being dropped down on the East Coast. Let's go up 6 hours. Ooh, they're calling for severe weather tomorrow. I mean, we're looking at more heavy rain for the Nebraska-Kansas border. And that looks like that's going to be pretty severe. Let me look at some here. What are they conjuring up over here? So you got the aerosols there. You got the aerosols coming in the west coast. You got the line of aerosols right there. Yeah, we're going to have to watch that. Yeah, that's going to be the same pattern as today. So all these chemtrails that are floating over California right now are going to be causing these storms here in about 12 hours. So look at that. And the wind models are going to pull it right here. High winds. So heads up if you're anywhere in northern Kansas, southern Nebraska, central Nebraska, all the way up into South Dakota. Little severe weather down there in Florida too. So another rainmaker, and the East Coast is just going to be getting inundated with rain. And more severe weather for Monday right there over Texas. Look at that. Look at that moisture hitting the East Coast. They're going to try to turn it into the Midwest. This is on Tuesday. And it's sticking around, man. That thing is moving so slow. And look, there's going to be some pretty high winds with this storm right here. So you guys are not going to like this one at all. We'll see what kind of amounts we're going to have here over the next couple days. You guys want to do some call-ins? Anybody want to call in tonight? We'll take a couple calls. Yeah, look at that amount of moisture right there. You know, when we were reading that rain enhancement and stuff, they said they could make it rain 10 times more than a normal rain. And that's what we're seeing every single storm. We're seeing 10 times the amount of rain as normal. So this one little storm in 6 hours, you know, could lead up to like 6 inches of snow. Well, I don't have the Skype up, but somebody's already called me. And that's on my phone. I don't have it up on the computer yet. So you're going to have to hold on till I give the word. So yeah, we're going to look at this flooding zones. So you got more flooding zones right through central Oklahoma, central Kansas, north Kansas, Omaha, or not Omaha, but Nebraska. So we got several targets here. Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, you're looking at huge amounts of rain coming up over the next few days. 10 times the amount of normal rain. That's what you're getting. Let's just take a look at this. Wow, look at that. The next 16 days. So as all this water tries to get down the Missouri River, headed for the coast, they're going to bombard it with 2 more feet of moisture. in the next 2 weeks. Wow, that is crazy right there. All right, let me try to get that thing fired up, and then I'll let you know when I get it going here. And what we'll do, I'll answer all the calls, and I'll call out your first 3 digits of your number so you know when to talk. Make sure all the stuff is down in the background so we don't have a bunch of background noise. And then I'll just call you by the first number. Kind of keep it short. That way we could take, a couple calls. And before we do that, you guys want to see me explode the tire on. So I'll just do this quick little thing if I can find the right deal here. This goes pretty quick. I just took a little clip. I'll make an actual video out of it here pretty soon, but here we go. That's how you get a tire on when you're out in the middle of the woods. Right there. That's how you got to do it. All right, let me get the number here. All right, whoever called in a minute ago, you can try to call in, and then I'll pop the number into the chat. So I do have it going now. Let me turn off the phone so it don't ring a bunch of times here. All right. Uh-oh. All right, we got you live. Who we talking to?
Good evening, Mike. It's Casey.
Hey, Casey, what's happening? Good to hear from you.
Hey, good to hear from you. I'm losing my voice too, so I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, you sound good and clear.
Okay, so please excuse my voice. It's I've been through sickness like for over a month now, and you know how it is. So I'm just going to do my best, if I may, just to deliver a message that was given to me, and I'll go ahead and roll with it if you're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, it'll be quick. Okay, just to explain a little bit about me, the Lord's been with me since I was 5 years old. It's also said in the Bible too, in Acts, that women and men will dream and they will have visions. So I've been very blessed since I was 5, and I've got many journals, but here's the message. So I pray that everyone has discernment. Even Jesus said they will laugh and mock, but that's okay. There will be an insurrection to boot. It will be an insurrection above all insurrections. It's going to be a very big one. It will be an uprising to destabilize current political powers. It will cause unrest. It is a power struggle to take control and to take over. The elite, you could call the electric. They are planning and scheming highly organized plots to take down America. Trump will not be able to maintain control. The country will be overwhelmed. They will have people to do their evil bidding as they sit back on their arrogant towers and watch. Obama took out bin Laden, but does he not realize what God he is fooling with? He does this for his own demise and detriment. He thinks he's wise, but I can bring him down in a moment. The stage is set, my child. The enemy's plots are in place. I grieve, my beloved children. I grieve for your once great, great nation. America, I gave you time. I sent prophets. I sent my multitude of warnings. They've blown their trumpets, but they do not hear what the Spirit says to the churches. For many are lost in sin and in their corruption. I weep for your disobedience and sin that now brings the catastrophe upon you. I won't interject no more. The enemy's plan will prevail. Warn my people again of the coming catastrophe, because you will not rise from the ashes. Hard days, my child, draw near. Evil times come, my beloved. Draw close to me. I am refuge in times of trouble. Persecution is upon you. I am the fountain of life. Anyone who drinks the spring will inherit eternal life. He gave me the scripture, which is Ezekiel 33, 1 through 6, which basically talks about...
Oh, no. Oh, man, I think I...
Hello?
Hang on here. I think I messed up here. Hold on. I think I lost Casey.
Mike?
Yeah, hang on. Hang on a minute here.
Oh,
Wow, I lost Casey. Sorry,
no.
Casey.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
thanks,
so sorry.
thanks, Casey, for calling in.
He could eat there, too.
Yeah, that was an excellent amen to that. Anyway, you can call back after this. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck. I don't see you on hold or nothing.
No problem.
All right, well, who are we talking to?
That was really weird. Okay.
Oh, wow. Now, what in the world? Now, do I have anybody with me? It sounded like that was Casey again, but I don't know what the heck is going on here. Hey, Casey, if you want to try call back in, call back in. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. I didn't even touch nothing that time. Wait, is this one on hold? Oh, here's somebody. Hey, we got you? Are you there? All right, do we got you? Is this still Casey? It says hold. What in the world? It's freezing up on me, guys. I can't, do nothing. On hold. Well, how do I unhold it? All right, is this... Who do we have right here? Who do we got here? 513.
This is Casey.
Oh, got you back. That was so weird, man. I couldn't do nothing.
It's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in good and clear now, so go ahead and finish. I messed up there.
Okay, I will try to read this as quickly as I can, okay? It's not really too long. But I ask that people just please use discernment. And these are the words of him that come through so many people. So many. So there will be an insurrection to boot. It will be an insurrection above all insurrections. It's going to be a very big one. It will be an uprising to destabilize current political powers. It will cause unrest. It is a power struggle to take control and take over. The elite you could call the elite, the electric. They are planning and scheming highly organized plots to take down America. Control will try to be maintained, but it will increase the temperature. Trump will not be able to maintain control. The country will be overwhelmed. They will have people to do their evil bidding as they sit back on their arrogant high towers and watch. Obama took out bin Laden, but does he not realize what God he is fooling with? He does this to his own demise and detriment. He thinks he's wise, but I can bring him down in one moment. The stage is set, my child. The enemy's plots are in place. I grieve for you, my beloved children. I grieve for your once great, great nation. America, I gave you time. I sent prophets. I sent my multitude of warnings, but they do not hear what Spirit says to the churches. For many are lost in sin and in their own corruption. I weep for your disobedience and sin that now brings this catastrophe upon you. I will interject no more. The enemy's plan will prevail. Warn my people again of the coming catastrophe, because America will not rise from the ashes. Hard days are coming, my children, draw near. Evil times come, my beloved, draw close to me. I am a refuge to times of trouble. Persecution is upon you. I am the fountain of life. Anyone who drinks from the spring will inherit eternal life. He led me to Ezekiel 33, and it's verses 1 through 6, which speaks of the duties of the watchman. Another scripture he led me to was Ezekiel 33, that basically says God takes no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but rather the wicked should repent of their sins. And the last thing I'd like to say is, everyone please read Jeremiah 51. The whole entire plan is written in the Bible, in Jeremiah 51.
Well, thanks, Casey. Amen to that, man. That's how. Now, how did did you just write that, or like?
Yes, I was born in the summer of '99, so I'm going to be 20 years old July 31st, and he's been with me since I was 5 years old.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, that's what we need. We
So
need
if anyone
messengers.
ever wants to deny, that there's ever a God or a Jesus, all I ask is that you just open your mouth and say, Jesus, are you here for me? And say it a lot in the day out loud. Once you say his name out loud, he definitely will talk to you, as he does many, many others.
Yep,
He's there, people. He is there.
Yep, I definitely follow the signs. He always gives me hints, and he always answers my prayers every time. And I try not to overuse it.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no, there's no such thing as overusing. He loves it. It's like the message, it clearly says that he wants us to draw near him. In my message, he said, I am refuge in times of trouble. Persecution is upon you. I am the fountain of life. Anyone who drinks from the spring will inherit eternal life. And that's absolutely true. He's talking about him pouring himself into you. All you have to do is call his name out loud. Just open your mouth. That's all you have to do. He answers you, I promise.
Well, sounds.
And hey, this is coming from an almost 20-year-old.
Yeah, I'm way over that. But anyway, hey, Casey, thanks for calling in and sharing that with us. Much love.
Well, God bless everybody in this chat, and I pray that everyone gets better.
Me too. Amen. All
Much
right.
love to you, Mike.
We'll see you, Casey. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Who was that called? All right, we take one more. I never dropped the number even in. All right, there we go. We're just going to do one call at a time because I can't do the hold and all that crap. It ain't going to work. Yeah, we're buffering so bad, man. I don't even know if we can do this. Pretty bad when you can't even stream audio. Yeah, I seen there was a fire going on in California. I'll get into that tomorrow. So whoever tried to call earlier can try to call back in. I don't know what the number was. 419. You want to call back in? Yeah, get better there. You know, it's good when you got younger people out there that know about God and stuff, man. It's hard to find anymore. Most of them are into the games and stuff that don't matter. All right, we got you live. Who we talking to?
This is tinfoil thoughts.
Hey, what's happening, tinfoil?
Hey, could you check the blooming onion on the border of Washington and Oregon and see if they're putting out any frequencies?
Yeah. Super easy.
Cool. Thank you, because we're getting a lot of, well, there's a gigantic fire up here in Washington State on the east side, and then the Canada one. But I'm just wondering if they're that bloomin' onion that's usually kind of pulses out there on the border of Washington and Idaho.
Yeah, we'll take a look. I got it up right now. We'll let it load here and see what it's doing.
Cool. Thank you for letting me call it that.
Hey, no problem.
So we grow a lot of onions in Washington, so that's why I call it a bloomin' onion, even though we're not Australian.
Yeah, that's what I called it too, because that's what it kind of looked like.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Kind of funny.
It's the only radar that does that. Consistently, anyway. Now if we can just...
Yeah, they're doing weird stuff on the...
Yeah, it's all part of the electromagnetics. I mean, it's going on. All them media, mainstream media liars, man, they can lie about it all they want, but we know better. We got all the proof.
I know. Isn't that funny that they allowed us, or they allowed for the media to lie to us, yet, you know, when we go to court and stuff, we're supposed to swear, you know, on the Bible, you know, to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yeah, but they worship the devil.
They should
so.
put on... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mom.
Oh, no, I was just saying, yeah, they worship the devil, though, so... Yeah, so the bloomin' onion's not really blooming.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, good. Well, that's good, because the last couple of days, like I said, we've been having... And I feel like they're trying to send something this way to wipe out the grapes and, well, pretty much the grapes up here, because California's wineries are pretty much shot, and so Washington's been trying to take over the last 10 years, but that they're trying to... Seems like they're trying to steer those.
Yeah, it actually looks.
Clouds.
It actually looks like they're trying to steer the moisture south, or they're eating it up.
Yeah, and on the border there of Washington and Idaho and Oregon, that's where a lot of your wine country is.
Yeah, that's
it's
where
the
they're.
Walla Walla Valley.
That's exactly where they're hidden. Looks like we got a tornado warning going right now. So we have
in Washington?
No, we have a tornado warning in central Kansas. Large hail, extremely dangerous tornado was located 4 miles northeast of Russell Springs. This is a particularly dangerous situation, so it's another one of them PDSs. Well, hey,
you guys take cover.
Hey, Tinfoil, thanks for calling in. I want to take this next call. Much love to you.
Hey, thank you. Much love. Bye-bye, guys.
All right, we got you live. Who we talking to? We got you live at the
Yes,
2-4.
hello. My name is James.
Hey, what's happening?
Not much, my friend. So I'm calling in for an idea that I have heard no one speak up on, and that is a channel like yours has about a couple thousand viewers, and someone like Richie from Boston, 300,000, John X Army, a couple other truther channels. We all cover the news, and we all talk about what's happening, but none of us have won a victory yet. I'm wondering if you and those other bigger channels that you can get a hold of can get together as one, create like a page of information of 5G, put a PDF up so then everyone in the truther communities can all go out, spread that knowledge. I know down here in Maryland there's a lot of people with the Patriot flag up. You got Don't Tread on these flags everywhere.
Oh,
So
yes.
they're all patriots just waiting to stand up for the chance, but I'm sure not many of them know.
Yeah, I mean, same here in Missouri. I mean, they're doing that. And we do, a lot of us do talk behind the scenes. Like, I'm good friends with a lot of the bigger channels out there. I mean, I talk to Dabu sometimes. I talk to Richie sometimes. One of the first YouTubers that reached out to me was Ron Johnson with Stranger Than Fiction News. I try to talk to him, once a month or something. Was an editor for him for a while. But yeah, man, they've totally wiped him out off YouTube so many times. And we do talk. It's just it's hard. Everybody is just trying to do their part. It's you'd have to have somebody build a page and then try to, that's my problem is I'm putting in what time I got, man. I don't have no other time. So I'm just trying to do what I can with the little bit of time I got. But yeah, that's a good idea.
And I understand that completely. But I guess what the PDF I'm talking about is so everyone in the truth community can all print off one thing that has the exact same information. That way we all don't go off in the left field or right field about other topics. It's just one topic. That way we can gain one victory, like with the 5G towers. We could print off a decent PDF so every subscriber can print it off and give it out to the community. That might be able to boost ratings as well.
Yeah. That is an awesome idea. I just wouldn't be able to know how to even start on that. Yeah, so you'd have to get somebody that's a pretty good webmaster that could get it started, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I guess if any of your subscribers know anything about that, hop on board.
Right on. Sounds
But
good.
thank you for having me.
Hey,
Have a good
brother.
night.
Much love. All right, we got the 931. Who we talking to?
Your subscribers.
Hey, Mike. Let me turn me off here. All right. I'm Tom Speaker from the chat. I've only been sub to you for a couple of weeks, but I love the work you do, and I really appreciate the information you're putting out there.
Hey,
I was wanting to see if you had done any information about the Smith-Mundt Act of 1948 in the past.
I think I've heard of it, but I don't remember much about it. I mean, I forget stuff so easy. Man, I'm looking at these radar returns are nuts. But go ahead. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, your first two callers, the first one mentioned Trump not being able to keep control after this chaos breaks out, and then the second one brought up the fake news. The Smith-Mundt Act of 1948 was a law that was enacted after World War II that made propagandizing the American people by the government illegal. The Smith-Mundt Act was pretty much abolished in 2014 by Obama.
Yeah, I remember that. You're right.
Making it absolutely 100%
Legal.
Yeah, it was called the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, I believe. Now, one of Trump's main things during his campaign was fake news. Now, if he really, really cared about fake news and what it's doing to our country, he would sign some executive order reinstating the Smith-Mundt Act. He hasn't done that. He's, in fact, used it for his agenda. And this is just for anybody that believes Trump is on our side. He's not. He is right up there with the globalist, whoever you want to call him. I think from what I've seen from you, Mike, I think you know who is behind all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize your channel. But just take my word for it. Trump is not on our side.
Yeah.
He is beholden to the ones. I mean, within just a few months of him taking office, he moved that embassy to Jerusalem. That tells you right there who he is beholden to.
Exactly.
If you go to my channel, I've got a video up that tells you who his donors are. The video is called Trump's Donors. It's very simple. It'll tell you who his masters are. That's pretty much it.
And what was your...
I just wanted to tell you I appreciate what you do.
Hey,
Keep up the good work. And the tractor tire was awesome, brother.
Hey, thanks, brother. Hey, what? Yeah, I know. That was pretty crazy. I did the first one on the ground, man. It was loud. I lit that one up. I was out there about 6:30 in the morning, and Tony, my neighbor, he come run over there. He's like, I heard the whoosh, because it echoes down through the valley down there.
Yeah, I imagine it will.
All right, brother. Hey,
Yeah, I will right now.
thanks for calling in, brother.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for taking the call. Keep up the good work, brother.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, I'm waiting for his thing to come through. All right, we got a line open if anybody wants to call in. And how come I am not seeing his thing yet? Oh, I see we got a troll out there. Hey, whack a troll. All right, 580. Who we talking to?
Hi, I'm in Oklahoma.
Hey, what's happening there in Oklahoma? I bet
I've
you're
been-
flooded.
Man, I've been watching the skies a lot lately since I work outside. And there has not been a line in the sky today.
Oh, yeah, it was nice here in Missouri, too.
Did you see the split through the map? Man, it wasn't down in central Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was watching some storms build up north and east of my house yesterday, and I watched some weird radar stuff, and I actually screen captured them. And all of a sudden, they just kind of broke apart and went away.
Yep, probably the next
And
rad.
it seems like they're central in certain towns. Like,
Yeah.
you can see the lines coming from certain places. They make a circle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, you can always see the next rads affect the moisture, regardless of what they want to do with it. Like, if they want to make it rain worse or if they want to turn it off.
I've been watching so many different ones, and I love your 16-day forecast. Since I work outside, it's important to me. So thank you.
Yeah, we got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, man. You can't believe any of the freaking propaganda mainstream. They can't even forecast the temperature for 24 hours. But yet they're all say they're the most accurate. It's pretty funny, really.
And and I've been watching the next rad and local radars, and I keep an eye on it because I'm outside, so I need to know. And yours has beat any of the local, so I kept watching, and then I was seeing what you were putting on the screen, and I was looking in the sky at the same time. And I thought, I'm watching them send those signals out and break these clouds apart. I saw it. I have it on film or digital at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Are you still?
Anyway, I do indeed appreciate your work.
Well, hey, thanks for calling in. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Just one more thing. I work with plants, so all of this aluminum that's falling down on and taking these plants apart is decreasing their ability to uptake nutrients and moisture. So diatomaceous earth throws the minerals back in. I think you've probably seen that in the chat.
Yep.
And go organic, man. Just go organic. Diatomaceous earth, you can get food grade, kills bugs, and washes out into minerals. So,
Well, great advice. Well,
you have a good night.
All right, thanks for calling in. Much love. Yeah, we got bad buffering right now. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the call-ins because we are buffering bad. We got a lot of beans being shot out there in Nevada, in Southern California. They're having a Star Wars Laser Fest going on. So yeah, we got all kinds of crazy stuff being shot out there. Anyway, guys, I guess we'll take one more. All right, we got you live, 207. Who we talking to?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, Radical Rap, what's up, brother? Hey, my plants are doing good. All the seeds you sent me, I got them all in the ground, kicking some butt.
Did you see what I got coming towards me?
Where you're in Wisconsin again?
I'm showing the Northeast.
You're up in Maine, aren't you?
Dude, we got a lot of rain coming.
I know. You guys are getting ready to get flooded just like the Midwest, man. You got everything?
Well,
you got
anyways,
you got anything?
I'm glad your stuff is growing.
Yeah, have you been able to put anything in the ground yet?
Yeah, I put about 2 cups of navy beans, and I had 2 come up there about 2 inches tall. That's it.
Well, the rain will help them.
It's wet enough. I mean, I don't know how much rain. I've planted beans for years. I never had this much trouble. Could be me.
That's
anyways
the weather.
I did a video today. And I know you're so busy, such a busy man, but I did a video. I was going live this morning, and then I went outside to take my little smoke break, and they were mucking up with just a small trail. And then I came back 2 hours later and did another video. And they really mucked up this guy. How come when you show that map where you can see the trails on, how come I couldn't see them trails?
Well, it depends.
When you showed them tonight.
Well, you got to, let me get there. You got to let it load. See, they take like 3 pictures at different times of the day. Now they'll show up on this, on the Go 17. In fact, let's get up over there. Let's see if we can spot them here.
I think you're going to be the first one on YouTube out of all the people that have got trail videos out there. Of them. I think if you find these trails, you're going to be the first one to show what they look like from outer space on a video that somebody else did. Do you follow me?
Yeah, we'll get them. Yeah, like the worldview map though, it's like it depends on when the picture was took. Sometimes it's pretty close time frames, but a lot of times it's not, man. Sometimes they don't match up. But we'll get both things loading.
So you said 3 times a day?
Yeah, I think they take 3.
You said they take them about 3 times?
Yep. So I'm going to try to get them both loaded. So like, what?
Yeah, that was only a 2-hour difference though. So if they're taking them 8 hours,
so are you
they're probably not going to show up.
Are you like north of Boston?
Yeah, go north of Boston.
Okay, yeah, I see the trails already. Let me put the enable. Yeah,
you see them?
Yeah.
Holy smoly, dude! Holy smoly, I don't believe this.
Yeah, you're getting blasted with aerosols. Look at that.
No, go up higher. Go up higher. Go up straight north. Go up straight. Yeah, that's where I am. Go right in the middle of that state.
Okay, right. Let me get.
See?
So
but I'm not seeing the ones going east to west. That's what's weird about this picture. I'm not seeing.
I'm gonna try to load it up a little.
That's a trip.
So, are you in this picture here? It'll take it a minute to load. So you're probably right over here. We'll let it load here. I might have went too.
North of Boston. I can't see.
I might have went too far north. Yeah, there's the edge of them right there.
No, you're good. You're good. Let
me slow it down. Yeah.
I'm just wondering. See, go to the left right there. You'll see that's Maine. Yeah. Right in the middle of that big old state. and they were pretty clear. I'm really shocked that I can't see those trails.
Oh yeah, here all.
There you go.
Yeah,
No, what?
now we should be able to see them a little better. Just gotta wait on them to load here.
I can't do this map. I tried going in here and doing this myself. My machine goes bonkers.
Yeah, it takes a long time for this stuff to load. Yeah, it's pretty hard on your computer for sure. Yeah, so look at the X's. You got X's all over the sky.
I can't see them too good. There are X's though. You can see X's.
Yeah, there's tons of X's all over the place. X after X after X after X.
That was in 2 hours.
Yeah, this is going. We got the timestamp on here. So yeah, you got blasted. It just keeps.
What time is that?
It's in UTC time. Let me pause it here so I can tell you exactly when they started. So they pretty much started at 15:11:45 UTC, and they're going, and they went till, man, they're still going, dude. They're going into the night. You're getting nighttime sprayed right now.
Yeah.
So you probably got a moon Kimbo.
Hey, you know, if some of the other folks in there that do chemtrail videos, I don't have the technology, but if you know how to do what Mike's doing right now, and you go out and you take chemtrails, which would be really cool, is if you could find the trails on here, magnify them, show the trails, then run your video. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
For the folks that would be really cool. Hey, thank you, Mike, for all your hard work. I'm telling you, I try my best. We get the word out to governors, and I don't think you have any problem with me.
No, I love them calls you make. Yeah, I don't get to listen a whole lot, especially on the weekends. I'm not even nowhere near my phone on the weekends. I'm working on the property and stuff. But yeah, during the week I'll try to jump in there and listen.
No problem. No problem. Just take care of that garden. I think you're going to be mind blown how valuable food's going to be by December. I really think so.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully everybody else is doing the same. Even if you got to plant it in your house in the windowsill. 5-gallon bucket.
Do something.
Well, all right, brother. We're going to go ahead and call this a show.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for your time, Mike. I really appreciated that. I really did. That's really cool. Have a great night, and tell your family I said hello, and best wishes to you guys. Very much so. Good family. Good American family. Good night.
Good night, brother. Much love out there. All right, guys, we're going to call this a show. I want to thank everybody that helps us out and helps share this word and get it out and all that stuff. So much love. Let's hit the exit screen. I'll come join you in chat. They're buffering us like crazy. Anyway, guys, much love. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow night for the 16-day forecast.